Exceptional Mindscapes Book 1, Fictional Brains by David A. Kaiser and Sandra Beltran. Diverse brainwaves and behaviors are explored to better understand our own. In rainy, bustling streets of London, Sherlock Holmes is restless and craving stimulation. He struggles with brain addict syndrome, useless facts elbowing out useful ones, a mind seeking extraordinary stimulation. Social boundaries are a work in progress. Holmes is learning where he ends and the world begins. A savant for details, he enjoys examining a crime scene and a suspect's face. His mindscape illustrates someone who knows what to remember and what to ignore. Ever since the war, Dr. Watson's body feels different. He often thinks about his shoulder and frame and how they behave. His war injury traumatized him and impacted his networks of self-reflection. However, when decisive action is required, his orbital lobes spring into action, a region where we store our promises. Dr. Watson remains a brave soul and a grounding presence. His mindscape reveals reason, patience, and loyalty. In the rainy nights of London, Professor Moriarty makes up his own rules. Traditional order and society hold little value to him. He considers civilization a mirage and ignores social conventions with an immature Broca area. He is a threat to the collective good, which he doesn't believe in. A math savant, Moriarty shined early as a child, but never grew up.
Everything is so bizarre and so familiar and so bizarre. Alice tumbles into a world where logic is unknown and rules are in flux. She shrinks and grows. She approaches a cat who fades away into twilight. She witnesses playing cards come to life. She asks what sense can be made of this, and wakes from her dream. Married 5 times, the wife of Bath is a beautiful rose with a few thorns. A chameleon some nights, other nights a phoenix, reinventing herself in the tavern firelight. She is young in spirit and heart, making pilgrimages to God and navigating muddy London streets. She observes her fellow travelers and draws listeners in with stories and song. She asks, what do women most desire? Her mindscape reveals much learning and many expressive areas. Anna, her brain wants what her heart wants. Orbital cortex in particular desire her dream. Let the future take care of itself. Enraptured by love and memories, love lingers in the air like a song. She soars, she wants the fairy tale, the happily ever after. But her capacity for self-destruction is looming. She yearns for love and is insecure and jealous. Her internal struggles end when her life does, from an oncoming train.
Consumed by suspicions, Othello flies into a rage and murders his wife, and then, only when his wife is dead, is he told the truth. She was innocent. He ends his life, and all from a pack of lies. Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. His mind devolved into limbic impulses, moving his limbs instead of his heart and mind.
Desdemona, her name means ill-fated, and the events of her life fit her name. Her innocence and devotion are exploited by those around her, and she is betrayed by her beloved husband and father.
Look to her more. She hath deceived her father and may thee.
Desdemona deserves our admiration. Confident and bold, she speaks her mind and her sense of right and wrong never wavers, and for no reason she is betrayed by Iago, a man she has never met.
Was Iago born evil? His wickedness is never explained. He believes what is good for him is good for everyone else. His perspective is infantile and singular, orange singulates. For him, social boundaries are gates to slip through with stealth, a fox in a henhouse, a reptile feigning appearances. Iago's ultimate fate is unknown.
Days turn into weeks and weeks into months as Dr. Frankenstein seeks to find a scientific answer to death. He pushes the boundaries of what is possible and crosses the line. As his creation comes alive, so does horror and repulsion. He is consumed by the consequences of his success.
King Lear has the ego of a child, very fragile, despite his many years on the throne. He is a falling star wearing a crown of scars. A lion of a man, he demands respect, but misjudges those loyal to him and is exiled. His world quickly turns cold and unsympathetic. So late in life to be making mistakes, through raging storms without power or nobility, a stubborn man descends into madness until nothing remains. Love blooms between teenagers from feuding families. Romeo and Juliet, a dreamer and a flower, impulsive and open to love. Theirs is a forbidden love, and they meet in moonlight in secret. Tragedy strikes. Romeo, believing his love died, drinks poison, and Juliet soon follows. Two hearts as one, two brains as one. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.